with me. Paddle ready, like this. Cool. Forward one. Lean right, lean to the right. Ready, forward two. Forward two. Great, ready, forward two. Forward one. Forward one. Excellent. Pointing all those rocks. Forward one. Okay, good work, team. Woo! Was that a class 1? No.
Hey, is it recording?
No, those are significant flows
Yeah.
in that area. There's really...
Wait,
There's a little bit of class 1 and we allow you to swim in that area.
is it
Class
blinking?
1's where the water is fast, but there's not...
I just put a little bit up.
It's not that cold. Yeah.
Check it
Okay,
now.
ready, team? Oh, wow. Ready, forward one. So you'll feel some power in here, forward one. Good. Hey, Mike, slow it down to Blake's pace. Blake can't keep up with that. You know what I mean? Ready, forward one. Cool, forward one. Forward one. Forward one.
Can you see the river on the...
Ready, ready, ready. Forward one. Ready, forward one. Forward one.
So that way your paddle will not.
Don't let go of it. Going into what we call bush gardens. Ready, team. Ready, forward one. Cool.
That's kind of cool right here.
So we're just adding acceleration, but it doesn't have to be so forceful here. You know, there's, like I said, it's a long trip, hundreds of paddle strokes I'm gonna call. And so I wanna dial in like, what's your best? You know what I mean? For everyone's best. So we're trying to find that, and I'll kind of let you know. And you'll feel the pull of everyone's heads like a rocking chair. You know what I mean? So let's try it here with some strong water. Let's go forward two. Cool. You gain speed. Ready, forward two, gain more speed with it. Feel that wind in your ears yet? Forward one. Forward one. Forward one. So these are all good strokes, just taking them for fun and practice. Forward one. Cool. So we can build momentum for different reasons. Waves, hydraulics, and shallow rocks. We have a lot of momentum now. We're going to lose some of it here as we run over shallow rocks. You feel these ones? And this one.
Oh my, can you
Drag them up.
tilt back? Let me see your
Now
camera.
coming up soon is a hydraulic, our first hydraulic. And so it's
Yeah,
a smaller scale hydraulic. We're going to hit it straight over, and we'll look back at it to see the seam where the green water goes in behind an obstruction, a rock, and creates a seam and aerated water, known as whitewater or a boil. Ready? Forward two. Our momentum for the straight angle over the hydraulic. Forward two. Pours over a brown rock and creates a seam just to the left of that tree limb, that boiling whitewater seam. And so hydraulics on this river are sometimes 40 feet wide with an 8-foot drop into the seam. So as we approach stuff like that, straight on angles through the hydraulics are the key. Let's go forward two. Forward one. Good, new angle. Forward one. Here we are avoiding bedrock. Forward two. Forward two more. Cool. And here to our right is the bedrock. See that right there to the right? That does not move. That is solid earth. So we avoid stuff like that with momentum. staying on the line. Forward one. And one more. Big chunk of rock here. And so if we ever hit something and lose off momentum, I might just coach you like lean in or high side. Ready, forward one. And again, that stuff's kind of rare these days with my trips. I really try to do the best to stay on the water and avoid personal injury. Let's go forward one. Yeah.
Self-preservation is key.
Yeah. It's the only way. So we're going to have deeper water here than they are over there. So we'll be able to pass them. Ready here, paddles ready. You're only close to this first tree, Omar. Ready, forward one. Forward one. So with depth equals power with water. Here we have deeper water. Ready, forward two. And forward two. Make sure you breathe. In between the series is good. That's why we do two at a time.
Breathe.
Ready, 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 ready. Forward two. Making a pass here. Forward two. Forward two. Forward two. Forward.
One for both.
Hey, ever heard of Bigfoot Sasquatch? Oh. Ready, 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 ready. Forward one. That's the cover. Forward one. Cover. Just off the bow of the boat, straight ahead off the bow is a Bigfoot footprint fossilized in a rock. See it right there? You may have seen it. Back it up one. Cool. So that was our first unscheduled rock tap. Me tapping that rock. I wanted to come in with speed ahead of them and make a pass in an angle chain. Because we came in right with them, it ended up getting rock. Back it up one. Cool. Back it up one. Back it up one. Isn't this nice?
Yeah. Where are we going?
Floating through the Cherokee National Forest, only flooded 6 hours a day, 36 days a year. This part of the river is much wider than a lot of parts of the river. When the river's more narrow, all the force of the water is constricted into that narrow pass, and that's where our biggest rapids are, in the most narrow parts of the river. So here we can't even see from side to side. It's forest and trees, you can't even tell where it ends. At times the river's only about 30 feet wide, and the river's the ways ahead of us, you know, as tall as our boat is long. You know, so we're pretty obviously rafting on the line at that time. Go forward one. Whereas in this area, it's more navigating to get to those exciting places, you know? But we can use this stuff to learn. Seeing the waves, seeing the rocks, using the eddy currents, which are behind every obstruction. Eddy currents, we started out in an eddy with an upstream angle, and we peeled out into the eddy. I coached lean to the right, lean downstream. So here at this next rapid, known as the Tombstone, there's a giant monument rock. I mean, it would be a prestigious tombstone. If we're blessed, we all get a tombstone when we die. You know, if you were a king, you might have a tombstone as big as this rock. But huh? Oh, you'll see it here ahead. It's a big square. Ready, forward two. Forward one. And rapids got their names really to describe the technicality to other people learning, you know? So when describing this area, forward one, forward one, forward one. Forward one, forward one. Feel the power here? The river's constricted into a rapid. Forward two, on your paddle. Feel the power. There's a boat in the hydraulic for fun. They are in the hydraulic. Forward two. Woo! There it is. Take a look back at that real quick over your right shoulder. See how they're on the high side and paddling to regain control from the hydraulic. And now the guide is working it. They have a now downstream angle, and they're still working. And now they're out of the hydraulic. Ready, ready? Yeah. Forward one. Cool. So throughout our trip, you know, along the 10 miles, we'll experience experiment with different eddies, like this kayaker and the eddy, and we'll experiment with different hydraulics. Using our boat to do its type of performance moves to make an exciting trip for you all. Ready, forward, one. Oh my God, I'm liking this. So, Omar, who booked with you guys? Was it you?
What was that?
Who booked the trip? That was you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Mike's crew? Was this your idea?
All Blake's idea.
It was Blake's idea.
Yeah. He's been wanting to do it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you found out it was like a 12 and up sport, and you're like, hey, I'm 12 and up.
That's it. He just made it.
Right on.
He's just waiting to be old enough to go race car driving.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
what I'm
ready,
waiting
team?
for.
Ready? Forward two. Waiting for race car driving. That's the next
He's
step.
got to get 100 pounds to do that NASCAR experience.
NASCAR experience,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. My dad did it once.
Oh, it's the best $400 you'll ever spend in your life.
Yeah. He got it for free.
Oh, well, that's
FedEx company
I've
paid
done
for
it twice.
Yeah.
I did it in Vegas and then also Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
He did it in
Ready,
Daytona.
team? Ready? Forward one. Yeah, 400 forward. I was thinking about cars. The NASCAR experience.
You should do it.
Yeah, I actually want to go down to Bradenton. This guy bought the DeSoto Raceway and has reopened it for car experiences like that in Bradenton, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, we live in St. Pete, don't we?
Yeah, it's called the Freedom Factory. It opened in 2020, but it opened right into the pandemic, so they haven't been having the activities they're going to have there. But they're having events like where you're going to rent a car and drive on the track, and bring your own car, rent the track, and they have events like drift car racing, stock car racing. They race Crown Vics with nitrous. So they bought a bunch of old Crown Vics from the police department, and they have a bunch of pro drivers come in and race them. They all have a tank of nitrous. So it's like a 50-lap race, and you get one tank of nitrous. You can use it whenever you want. And they call it the Freedom 500. Yeah, it's like a real life video game. And so the Freedom 500, they did it once this year already with the first one, because they just opened the track in 2020. But yeah, the winner, he saved his whole bottle of nitrous for the last few laps. And every lap at the speedway on the last 4 laps, he hit the nitrous, you know? And so he was just making passes. But yeah, they had a good time. It was not a 500-mile race by any means. It was like a 40 laps on a half-mile track, you know? But it pay-per-viewed it, and I watched it. It was $10 for the pay-per-view. And so they had, you know, just the homeboys dressed up like WWE superstars announcement on the Freedom 500. They had drones flying over, a live stream over the internet. It was glitchy, it was fun, you know.
Worth every penny, huh?
Worth every $10. It was, yeah. For that. But you know, cars are like that. Cars are fun, different experience. You can go way faster than a human ever can. Rafts are fun because as humans, like, it's pretty hard to swim in whitewater. You know, we don't float very well. The whitewater has extra air in it. Flotation doesn't work that well because there's air in the water. You know, so in an event that you know, you're on a raft, you got to be like, wow, 15 miles per hour is really exciting when there's no seatbelt. You know. We'll get up to speed at some points in the trip going about 15 miles per hour. When we hit these waves, think of them like, you know, like glass. They're going to break, you know, so we want to be able to break every wave we run into, and those big waves create splashes. We've seen a few from already, but we haven't seen really big wave features yet. So as we start to get into that, it's going to be the same kind of practice. I'll be calling those strokes. Y'all have been good to not miss your strokes and take them, you know, even in challenge. So we're close to rocks or close to waves, you know, y'all are doing great. This looks good. I think everyone's going to be fine, you know, as far as myself included. We're going to have our pictures taken a few times on the trip too. So pictures from the onshore perspective are pretty cool. There'll be photographers with cameras. So with our good spacing and timing, we should, you know, get a good series of photos. Pretty cool. And if we're right there with other boats, it's going to be crazy pictures. You know? Woo! Ready, team. Forward two. Forward two. Forward one. Forward two. Forward one. Forward two. forward two. Oh yeah, just be ready there, Jose. Forward one. There are gonna be some really sweet jumps on this trip. That's why I do this, you know?
Yeah.
I just love the feeling of the raft making it. Whenever the river like really challenges for the boat and the crew performs amazing, you know?
Yeah.
If we got into a high side scenario, you love it. You know what I mean? You'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
The river challenged us and the boat, the paddles, everything worked.
But just to make sure, you're okay though.
Yeah.
Okay, because if I say something, you're comfortable now. Okay.
Come on, foul language?
Oh, no.
If he gets too dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry about foul language in front of him.
Oh, yeah. All good. What was yours?
No, just to make sure, because if I'm making the dangerous decision,
Yeah.
or he'll let you know.
Yeah, we're here to run the raft, right? Everyone wants to, Blake wants a good time. Yeah. And you got a great view, Catherine and Melanie, right? So from the back, you get to watch as we surf. We haven't done any surfing yet. Like the hydraulic was holding the boat earlier. It's a form of surfing the raft. There are wave surfing and there are hydraulic surfing. Forward one. And so with the surfing, the goal is to use the boat pitch and control to stay stationary on a wave. And so as we saw that boat in the hydraulic surf earlier, they were sideways. They were stationary but sideways. With wave surfs, typically it's just the bow of the boat is taking on water. And so then from the rear, I stern control, and from the front, you got body weight control. Same last same time, okay? No, right now. You know what I'm saying?
We're ready.
Surf, you guys will body weight control the front of the surf, and I'll rudder control the back. So I'll call like the front two guys hit the deck, or front two guys lean left, lean right, or everybody lean left, everybody lean right. So when we get on wave surfs, and those drive up the excitement, because some of the wave surfs are fast water, so the boat begins to sort of vibrate, you know, as it's skipping like a stone in position. Ready. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have been a great crew so far, on point. So here, let's build some speed here. Forward two. Forward two. Forward two.
Woo! Okay.
Ready, forward one. Now your feet are all well braced in. Forward one. Forward one. Brace yourselves, you're well braced in. Back to paddle position, back to
Ready.
Look at it, look at the hydraulic. We hit the hydraulic sideways and it had a huge change on our boat. Ready team, ready, forward one. Good, forward one. Together, forward one. Blake, hop back up to position on the two. Scoot up to your two, Blake, flat feet on the floor. All right, ready guys, we're setting up for a sweet jump. Forward two. Good, forward two. Forward one.
Woo!
Yeah, look back at it. That was a really sweet jump.
Yeah.
Very cool. And that's different than what we just did, hitting it sideways with a hydraulic. And so I show you that on a very low scale hydraulic to show you what could happen. A big scale hydraulic, 8 feet of drop into a hydraulic, the boat can flip instantly.
You can knock me out of the
We
boat.
want to have control. Ready, forward two. Forward one. Forward one. Ready, forward two. Cool. Well, in the event that there was another hydraulic, I would most likely hit the deck. For that smaller one, I was saying brace yourselves, as in both your feet are flat on the floor, your stance is wide, you should not fall. There's function in your hips and things to brace yourself, you know? And so you all kind of fell, but that's why I do that, is to make you to show you like you look really good, you're paddling really good, but you're also getting comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, so as you get comfortable, then there's more risk that you're not braced in as well. And so if we get into an event that, you know, hasn't happened yet, you know, nothing has happened to threaten the boat, it's always going smooth, and all of a sudden it flips, you know, or all of a sudden everyone fell out at the same time, something like that, you know. And so for that, I don't want you to be, you know, so loose in the boat that anything could move you.
Don't get too relaxed and knock me out.
On your feet and ready to stay on the tube.
Was I almost there? Did I almost do it there? My bad. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
okay, but that's why he did. That's why he's saying, like, he did it on a little tune, like, to show, hey, look at him.
Put our paddles down and stuff.
Why were all of them like?
They were waiting for the whole trip. We're getting into the class 4 section now, so it'll be more challenging, more big waves ahead.
Okay.
If you could scoot over to your tube, Blake, so you get a big paddle stroke. I want every paddle stroke to be in the water. Ready, team? Forward 2. 1978, a movie came out called Alien. Forward 2. Anyone ever seen the movie Alien? Yeah. So these boulders here look like the heads of the aliens from the movie. Forward 2. See that one just off the bow?
That one?
Yeah, now this one's the side of mine. That's the alien head. Forward 1.
Yeah.
Ready, forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1.
Okay.
Forward 1. So we're gonna set an eddy. I set an observation eddy on the river right, halfway through this rapid. Right or left? Right. Right, okay. Ready, forward 1. So we're gonna set an observation eddy. As we drift into this rapid, our boat will be a left angle to avoid, as we do the drop, avoid hitting the shore at speed. So the left angle is gonna put us very close to boulders, right off your bow, Mike. Right off the bow, there'll be a boulder. I'm gonna turn the boat from the rear. Cool? And we'll take off with just that left angle without hitting the boulders. This is called Mikey's Ledge. It's cold over here. You feel that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, Blake, listen. Forward 1. Ready, forward 1. Brace yourself, lean right. Ready, forward 1. And forward 1. Forward 1. Good work. We caught the eddy. We are now in an eddy. Very powerful eddy. The lean right is leaning upstream as we cross the eddy line.
Yeah.
When we leave an eddy line, it's always lean downstream. So in the future, when we leave, I'll follow another lean command. Y'all do great on not a lot of coaching for catching this eddy, but the team's moving fast. The whole team's gonna come through in about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And so anything can happen here, including boats flipping or people falling out. We're watching
Good job, team.
crash into the shore or to flip at the black rock in the middle. So in the event that people came out of the boats, we would pick up what we can, whether it's people, shoes, or paddles. Ready, team? Forward 1. And back it up. Whoa, great. Back it up. Go left, go left. Alex, go left.
Dang it. Uh-oh.
Ready, team? Ready? Forward 1. Forward 1. And now I'm watching behind me for another safety scenario. This guide is made it. He's going left. Good. There are a lot of rocks to avoid on the right. These guys are doing good, right?
Yeah.
Watch rapids. Ahoy!
This is good.
Yeah, I like that.
That was good.
That's the best one. That's a good one.
Right over that rock. Wish you listened. His mom and dad let you listen to him. Oh, I got that on camera. Say that again. Say that again.
He's been listening really good. He's doing instructions. Listen to us as good as Travis.
Well, that's the same thing with ski instruction.
Yeah, I got it.
You
pointed down?
Kids ski, it's really hard. Kids don't take well, like, learning sports, like, extreme sports from there. So I taught skiing in Montana about 10 years ago. I was working in Big Sky, Montana, and working raft guiding and stuff in Yellowstone, and working ski mountains in the winter, in my early 20s. And yeah, kids would come in and their parents would say, you know, we tried skiing, we can't figure it out, you know, we're going to try the lesson. And the students would pay attention with their teacher, with their ski teacher, you know, because we were the ones that were taking them up there, and we had no heart and attachment to them. You know what I mean? It's like the kids know their parents are not going to, like, let them fall to some level. And, like, kids in some level, when they get to be 12 years old, they want to fall. You know what I mean? They want to learn that lesson. So, like, going out with ski instructors are going to push them. You know what I mean? Coach them and push them. And the same thing kind of out here. I get both the kids, bring them all 12 to 14 years old, you know, every now and then. And I'm sure, like, outside of rafting, they're an unruly bunch. But on the river, everyone generally, it's a nice pop-up. Perfect boat for that. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Blake, you gotta do the things you gotta do, man. You want to get that race car experience, you can start eating steak, a lot of cabbage, eat a lot of cabbage. Cabbage put that weight on you, boy. Yeah, and obey the parents, dude. Cash.
Steak, no problem. Cabbage, I don't know.
The most expensive one.
They make cabbage in purple, dude. Pretend it's ice cream. Ice cream's not really purple. Sherbet?
Yeah.
Sherbet? Anybody? Cool. Ready, team? We're gonna leave the eddy. Let's go forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2.
Right?
Yeah. Cool. Ready? Forward 2. Forward 2. Feel the power here.
Yeah.
Waves ahead. Forward 2. Forward 1.
Wow.
They're getting better, right?
Yeah. I ate that one.
What do you think, guys? Sweet jump? Yeah. Forward 1. Oh, cool. I was talking about ramping that big rock, and Catherine, was it? Yeah, Catherine's like, yeah! That's forward 1. I don't know if we would have jumped that rock totally. Boatload of 16-year-olds maybe, you know? The only way we ever get those is like a large group retreat, you know? Like high school's bringing their whole football team, you know, and so there's some adult chaperones. But a lot of times the adult chaperones, they'll all get in a boat. So the adults be in one boat, so they're like,
They don't want to risk it with the kids.
They want to get rid of kids.
yeah, exactly. And so, and
This
they
kid's
also
gonna flip
don't
me
trust
over.
the kids to be powerful enough. And so they're like, we should probably not be in those boats. We know what it's like to be hurt, you know. So the coaches and stuff will oftentimes, one of the teams that comes with us is from Georgia, and all the coaches stay behind and grill. So they bring hundreds of pounds of steaks up and potatoes, and they bring their smoker trailer and all that stuff, and they just sit at our outpost and smoke and grill and stuff. And then when we get back from rafting with their kids all day, then that's like our only trip of the day. We do 2 trips, we take the whole team, and we eat. Here we go again to eat some meat. Coming up next is Let's Make a Deal with 3 entrances, basically going onto stage with the main entrance here, the gateway to the rapid. So the stairs on the stage, and then 3 different options, far to the right, down the center, far to the left. I prefer center. You can see a boat going around the right under a hanging tree.
Yeah.
I like center. Yeah, bigger waves. Let's go forward 2. Well, when I say center, it'll be door number 2. Forward 1. the other boats going forward 1 over to our far right. Forward 2. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Ready, forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. That was a big hydraulic. Y'all feel that one?
Yeah.
Ready here, forward 1. Forward 2, big pull. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1.
You got that on video.
I got that on video, man.
Ready, forward 1.
Sorry.
Go forward 2, just keeping that control momentum. Oh, it's really awkward for me to be behind their boat not calling strokes. But like on his mind, it was all about that line. You know what I mean? For us, it's
My
like
foot keeps
Right
getting
feel the
stuck.
power. You know, there's power available. I don't want to waste that opportunity. You're here to paddle. You know, if you wanted to rent a boat, paddle around your lake at home, you know, there would be no current, and you might, you know, have a different experience. But we're on this current. It's about paddling the current. You know, and y'all feeling it. As far as like the attachment when you tap into that power, the forces, the spirals and the bubbles, like that's why I have a ashwood paddle reinforced to make its resonance better. I can feel the vibrations very acutely. It's like an instrument, a tuning instrument. So when I know when we have more momentum than the river based on the vibrations, you know, so it's like a feeling that I know we're good.
Over there, you know.
Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Side of the 1996 Olympic Games, 31 nations competed here in a slalom event. Slalom paddling would be paddling with your helmets to pass through gateways. The gateways were suspended from cables over the river from steel poles. All the steel poles are not here presently, but similar to those on the right. The steel poles would hold a cable across, and slalom gates would hang down over the rapids. The paddlers would paddle through the rapids with their helmets passing through the gates. Let's go forward 2. Forward 2.
Oh my goodness.
Ready, forward 2. See now the river's narrow and all the force is here for us to paddle. Ready, forward 2. Take a look at the water and its interesting features. You can pay a $3 fee to bring your vehicle here and observe here, and after 5 p.m. the dam turns off and you can swim here. So I didn't call the strokes through there, we made it fine. Let's go forward 2. Bigger waves ahead. Forward 1. Forward 2. You have good breath? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Forward 2. Cool. That's fun. Paddle high five, blades up, paddle high five, blades up. Get in here, Mike, get in here. Alright, cool, we're gonna hold this eddy. We're just chilling in the water current right now. I'm gonna keep your paddles ready so that way if the current changes, we get in a different position. We're gonna return here. If people come out of boats, if boats flip, if we have action, we're catching paddles, people, boats. Ready, forward one. Forward one. See it coming down the middle. Hooray! That was like the greatest Whitewater Center run. That was so fun. That was
awesome.
Y'all have been so good, and it was cool to coach y'all and know you had the strokes. My last trip was really hard to coach them. Their timing was really challenging. And it gave us, it made it harder to do something like that. And so that was for me a very good run. We nailed all the waves, we had all the momentum. Forward one. Cool. Get back, are you filming?
Yeah.
Cool. Forward one. Brace yourselves. Cool. We're intertubing.
Give that
We're just going with the flow.
Spinning.
Yeah.
720. Backside 720.
We'll take it.
Yep.
Is it pointing right?
Back it up too. That.
Let me.
So we're going to do some calculated spins later. I like that you noted how many degrees we rotated. Forward one. Forward one. So in places where I would normally do a 360, let's go forward one. With teamwork and people who like to spin, believe it or not, I meet people who don't like to spin. Forward one. So on the middle section, we'll probably spin, I don't know, 30 times.
Yeah. So we throw out.
So like we're very okay.
Ready, forward one. So yeah, some places we can spin like 1080s. Some places we can spin 720s. Spin 900s, Let's go forward two. So we'll definitely be looking forward to spin. Forward one. Right team, spinning. Okay.
That's right.
Because this is fun, and I want to make sure you guys want to spin some more. Okay, big old snakes will run for you.
Can we grill it?
I like your style. Eat your kills. Okay, coming up ahead is called Edge of the World, a deep hydraulic. We're going to go straight over when they hit the deck, just for extra safety. It's not quite like Roach Motel, but for extra safety, we get in, just get in, lean in, hit the deck. Ready, forward two, off motion 12. We're heading right for those shore standers, those land lubbers. Forward two. Forward two. Forward two. Forward two. Hit the deck. Hop up. Get down shore. Well, campground fun. Campground again. I can tell. Watch out for snakes.
Let's wait to the right.
Ready, team, forward one. Forward one.
That's so cool.
This is cool, right?
I know, right?
Alright, team, this is the place to exit the boat. Blake, show us how it's done. Do a big jump off the front center of the boat.
Jump. Run and jump off the boat. Look, don't show off and do the butter.
Right here, right here.
Come on. Come on. Jump off.
Jump off where?
The boat.
Off the front.
Why?
Cannonball, because you can.
You can do it. We're all gonna jump in after you. Just show us how it's done.
Jump.
He's filming it. It'll be cool.
Okay.
Jump far.
How deep is it?
It's deep
for
enough.
it.
Go.
Okay.
You're gonna float.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is one.
All right, y'all going in? Everybody else? Just swim free of the boat. Swim downstream.
How do we get back under it?
You going? You going out there?
Yeah.
Go.
Swim downstream. Swim downstream.
Position, Jake. Whitewater position.
We all can jump, right?
Oh yeah. One at a time?
Yeah. Or just everyone fine. Just swim free of the boat. Not so
Don't
much,
go under the boat.
not so much worry. Just swim.
Dale,
Face down and swim.
Go, go.
The boat.
I got you on video.
You're gonna be close to the boat. You have less current, so you have to swim away from it.
Go,
Go.
go.
That was a nice
That's how you do it.
That was cool.
Tighten those shoulder straps.
You didn't hit anything? All good?
I'm not that fancy.
Turn that way. Feet that way.
Cool. You gonna stay or go, Catherine?
I'm going.
Okay. You could swim down and catch up with them if you wanted to. Omar, you staying?
Faster, babe, faster.
Refreshing. Like you said.
I got the video. I got the video. Grab that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got your batteries.
Come on, baby. Come on in.
Come on in. I got time. I got time to jump.
What? Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. Well, I don't want to jump on it.
Oh, ask him, but I think you're good. Is he good to jump?
My glass is tight.
Oh. Good question.
Keeping your whitewater swim position now. Keep your knees up and your feet up. There are some rocks ahead.
That way, Jose.
Jose?
Jose, that way.
To this way. And you two, Catherine, swim more to this way. Just a little bit. That'll keep us all going at the same speed. Perfect. Y'all are good right there.
Oh, wait. Do it backwards. I forgot.
All right, Mike. Mike, you're kind of leading the crew. You and Jose. You guys, keep your feet up.
Feet forward.
Yeah, look at Melanie. See how Melanie does it? She's easy. Easy going. All right, Mike, you're gonna be finding the first rock. If you know, maybe your butt will touch it. You're heading in that direction, but all's good. You'll just keep your knees up and you'll be safer. This is just a big shelf that comes across there. A lot of rock right here. It might touch your butt. Keep your knees up.
Forward, Jose.
All right. So
Downriver, downriver.
now we're past those rocks. It slows down a lot, and it's shallow. So if you put your feet down, you might touch the bottom.
Oh, okay.
But if you touch the bottom,
Oh, yep.
I'm gonna keep going. So you're gonna end up behind us. So try not to touch the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Wave at the camera.
We can just do this.
You wanna get back?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Our names are Florida.
Here,
We all know where that's from.
here. If you're gonna get in, get in. If not, just hold on to the boat.
Okay.
Need help? You good?
Stay clean. Omar, I've been trying to get you away from your friends and family.
Let's go.
For coming out on the gondola with me.
Y'all want a bottle of wine?
When the moon hits your eye
Yeah.
like a big...
I think it's time to tell everyone. I like the way you film. Sometimes we see a bald eagle in this valley,
Yeah?
nesting somewhere in the area. They'll come down to fish. It's been a few weeks since I've seen it.
The nest is near or?
Somewhere near, like up
Oh,
in this
okay.
creek up here. probably a good place for it to nest, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we see those nests a lot in Florida.
Hear the echo. You hear it?
Ricola!
You gotta get into that high decibels.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go. I was at a wedding yesterday on the Toccoa,
Yeah.
and
Right on the river?
yeah, on the Toccoa River at the
Nice.
park, up the road, Horseshoe Bend Park. And so at the wedding, they would say, give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. So it would go, whoa, woo! And so it would echo. And so the guy doing the wedding, he was the raft guide also.
Yeah.
So they just got they got married at the courthouse, and they had like a ceremony with a guy who's an ordained minister in another state. You know what I mean? Just like, he's a comedian. And, you know what I mean? So he's like, there's gonna be a theme throughout this wedding. You know, I want you guys to give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. He's like, the guides will demonstrate. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. I'm like, boom, boom, woo! And they echoed all along the canyon, and they were like, this is gonna be really good. He already written it into the speech like 20 times.
Yeah.
So the whole wedding group was like, woo! Yeah, and it just echoed back and forth, and the bride and groom were on the riverside, and the canyon behind was echoing, so we would woo, and then the canyon would woo back to them. They were
awesome.
speechless. By the time it was time for them to give their vows, they were like, you're my everything.
Makes a little bit about the body
All right. Hey, are you going to swim to shore,
It's actually one of the
or do you want to get in the boat?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the boat.
Or do we start going this way?
Is this
You
lunch?
want to get in the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to grab your PFD. You push down on the handle. Push down on the boat. Push and pull yourself in. It's all you.
You got this.
I know, I figured it would. I can pull you in or you can swim
Good.
I was in marching band, and there used to be one of the high schools had a big wall,
Yeah.
so when we would yell, you'd hear that echo.
You want to get into the boat?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Cool.
Fantastic.
You gonna-
we're just telling them about the Ric Flair claps, huh, Travis?
Yeah. It's on.
Yeah, you have no
If you can make it into here, we're going to put our boat here and all of our PFDs and helmets.
Oh.
So going on into shore right here.
You good?
You stay on the boat. Stay on the boat. As I'm paddling it, you see? Your feet would change how it paddles. It's coming in. I got it.
Okay.
Catherine, good swim.
Catherine! Mom! Mom! Swim in!
Thank you, Omar.
Thank you.
I'm going like another helmet to your PFD.
Oh, okay. I didn't mention.
Yeah,
How was that swim, babe?
So our lunch spot
How was that
is
swim?
the last lunch spot. So you're gonna go all the way down past a couple other picnics for other rafting crews. And ours have like, they've got like a plastic screen up at the tent where they're serving you your plates and buns and stuff. So like that green, and to the end of the lot on this left side, they've got a grill going, most likely cooking burgers. Okay. So that'll be lunch. If you need to use a restroom, there's like a National Forest outhouse style deal, brick building with chimneys and stuff downstream on the right. You'll walk past the parking lot and some buses past lunch. They can do that.
Find you.
Yeah.
Is it recording, Jose?
Yes.
Is it angled right?
Yes.
I don't think
can
you
see
want
it
to turn it
better.
on just
Team, all
yet.
paddles ready, sit on your tube, ready. Throw all forward. Good. Making sure you're breathing every couple of strokes. Take a breath. Keep going. Together. Watch up front for timing. Up front, watch each other. Mike and Omar, watch each other. Good. We're gonna keep rowing. So making sure you're breathing in your time.
Catherine, is Melissa on this boat channel? Our this trainer we work with, she's always telling us, breathe, breathe.
Keep the time together, please.
Blake, just follow me. Ready?
Mikey, follow
Broke.
over. Yeah. I can assist and I am assisting when you're together.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to give it Omar here. You ready? Ready?
Watch Omar, Mike. He's not stopped.
Like, why do you keep stopping?
Take a short break. Take a break at paddle ready. So all the boats are on shore. As soon as we hit shore, we're gonna get out, pick up our boat, and follow them down the dam. So they are on a time schedule we're aware of today, which is regularly faster than our regular schedule because of the Labor Day holiday weekend. Ready? All forward. So the one guy is ahead of us going to the left towards the dam. He is the designated counter of boats today and responsible for schedule. And so if I've held the trip up, he'll tell me about it later, you know?
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys who's really good at saying stuff condescending. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I work at a bank 5 days a week. I have a wife and child in a Subaru. You know? Like, cool. I have a truck and friends in high places. Anyway, take a break. Cool. I just got back from a vacation, actually. What's up?
Like, this is kind of...
Will it come over your end of your chin?
Yeah.
Can it really come over the end of your chin? No. It's fine.
Will it go?
You're good.
It won't
You're good
fall
like
on the end
that.
of your chin. It's fine.
You're good.
Cool. Back to paddles ready. Let's row forward. Keep going.
My adrenaline isn't there, so my arms are wearing back arms.
So I'm going to take us to shore sooner, going straight to shore here, so we can then transfer our change of energy, you know? We'll carry instead of paddle for that last 100 feet. It'll be a good change of pace. My arms are getting tired too, Blake.
The adrenaline isn't there to like.
Imagine, Blake, I've done almost 700 miles this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My season's almost over. It's my 12th season. In my lifetime, I've done more than 20,000 miles of whitewater paddling. Take a break. I have a river log for like 16,000 miles of commercial rafting. It's like a lot of.
Woo!
When I go to other states and other countries, the credentials and stuff that I've gotten over the years to stay certified for this job.
Wait, do we go down there?
First.
No.
It works out good. They're glad
Is
to
it
have
like a gigantic waterfall over the fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Forward
Then
one.
never mind.
We're gonna see it very soon, Mr. Blake. If you guys hop out of the boat here, stow your paddles in, stow them pretty well, tuck the blade under the shore. Sections that are 50 foot, this is 35. There are 50-foot sections like this on the day solo. And 10 days a year we can sign a waiver, bring your boat and do a trip. Some guys will do a commercial trip for couples. They're like, you two come with me in my boat. It's a smaller raft. And then you'll get an exciting trip through almost 2 miles in whitewater. It drops more elevation. More whitewater. It has some big waves, some big hydraulics, some sweet jumps.
Is it recording? Can I see? Yes.
Ready, forward 2. Forward 2. Forward one. Oh yes, this wave is for the back right. Forward one.
Everybody, have one.
Where's your foot, mate?
Forward one. So cool. The middle section of the Ocoee. So if you had booked the half-day trip on just the middle, that would have been your first rafting. Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
It comes out of the gate with a bang there in the middle. Y'all having some experience, you're able to, you know, hit the big waves. Keep the paddle strong. That's cool. So we're gonna catch an eddy over here for a slight wave surf. We haven't done many wave surfs, mostly hydraulic surfs so far. Wave surfs can be like a little more minimal. This is like a level 2 wave surf. Let's go forward 2, heading for the shark tooth rock. See this giant shark tooth? Forward 1. Forward 1. Lean left. Hold it left, hold it. Good, paddles ready. Forward 1. Good, forward 1. Forward 2. Hold. Forward 1. Forward 1. Lean forward. Good. Lean right. Right now I'm with the paddle. Surfing. Paddle's ready. Woo! Forward 1. Nice wave surf. Ready. Forward 1. Staying on the waves here, we're going to catch the eddy on the left. Forward 1. Forward 1. Lean left. Excellent. Cool. We're going to do an eddy line spin while we're here. Our first time doing spin. So,
Oh wait, this is gonna
on
just...
this angle, ready, forward 1. Forward 1. Okay, ready? Split command. Left side paddle back. Right side paddle forward. Again. 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 Yeah, there we go. Okay. Woohoo! Take a break. Forward 1.
Oh, that's fun. Oh. Was that a 10-20? I lost count.
Let's do a backstroke. Back it up 1. And back it up 1. Back it up 1. Cool. Wave surf over here. Wave surfing.
Yeah.
Ready. Forward 1. Forward 1. Together. Forward 1. Forward 1. Up front, guys. Neck up front. Right. Lean to the right. Let's go forward 1. And forward 2. We got eddy water here. And forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 1. Everybody lean forward.
Aim back.
All right, forward. Right. Forward. Pop back up.
Good job.
That's good job.
Good job. Good job.
Already know. Paddle high five. Blaze up. Bring them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're going to cruise on downstream. We've obviously got a lot of control of this boat. It's a lot of fun being here. Paddles ready. Forward 2. Cool. Not a lot of current here. The river's suddenly getting so wide, it doesn't offer a lot of lines. There aren't a lot of deep currents. Forward one. So always keeping your paddles ready for those small inputs that are going to give us the power to keep going and make our sweet jumps. A lot of shallow rocks, so these are sweet jumps in this area.
No, no.
Thanks for enjoying. This is similar to Busch Gardens upstream, but without all the trees. So it's about the same width as we were in a Busch Gardens when the trip started out kind of mellow. We're in that same kind of territory here. Let's go forward one.
Our Busch Garden is different.
I know. When you say Busch Gardens, I'm thinking of the amusement park.
I've heard about it, but I've never been.
It's in Tampa.
Yeah.
If you like roller coasters, they got a bunch.
Yeah, I like roller coasters. We have a Six Flags in Georgia, and a Dolly Parton built a place in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and she's got some cool roller coasters too. Not as many as some of the big theme parks would have, you know, but they've got like probably 8 roller coasters at Dollywood, and a lot of arts and crafts and folk music and stage dancing and all kinds of stuff. Ready, forward one. Forward one. Oh, sweet jump, right? Yeah. So we're navigating through these shallow boulders. Look how big that boulder is.
Yes.
Forward one. I mean, that's even bigger than the tombstone. What are we going to call that? The pyramid? Ready, forward one.
It looks like a fortune cookie.
Forward one. Ah, it's a fortune cookie. I like it.
I like that one.
Like, sorta.
Ready, forward two. Obviously, those were sweet jumps. Let's not get too cool about it. That was sweet. Got a sweeter jump straight ahead. Forward two. Forward one. Sweet jump. Ready, team, forward two. Giving us our view. Take a look upstream.
Oh, that's pretty
a cool rapid. During a flood, these are some of the most impressive rapids out here. So the stair-stepping nature of this section. Yeet, yeet. Back it up one. Back it up one. Beautiful. Forward one. So this is a boulder garden. If you give rocks a lot of water and a lot of dirt, they grow. And so they grow like layers, kind of getting caked on. And so these boulders are growing. There's one really big one straight off the bow. You can see it's got some layers chipped off of it because we always hit it with our paddles. It's called good luck boulder. We're good boulder. We're good everything. Hit good boulder with your paddle. All right.
Okay.
Careful, everyone. Careful.
Tap it.
Yeah. If you look to our left, there's some kayakers. Forward one. Forward one. Sometimes kayakers spend days in the water and they begin to smell bad. Kind of like skunk. You can smell the kayakers. On the middle section, this section runs 5 days a week. Forward one. So some of these kayakers probably haven't been home in 4 days. They'll go home on Tuesday where they have a shower. Ready, forward two.
What are we gonna name those?
Forward one. Cool. On this section of the river does get 5 days a week release. The upper section only 2 days a week and only during the summer. Go forward one. And that just has to do with the efficiency of the dams. They make more money generating power upstream. Forward one. This is the most shallow part of the river. We're constantly touching rocks. The bottom of the boat. So we know this section is Congo Shoals on the map. In our merchandise store, there's a map you can take home. You can color it in. If you look around the store, some are colored in, some are blank and white. You can get those by asking at the counter. It's like 12 bucks for a really cool piece of merch. Good souvenir. So there's information written on it about rapids that are here on the river and what makes them challenging, what makes them fun. Let's go forward one. And the map itself is a cartoon of the middle. You know, it's like a comic book version. Ready, forward one. Forward one. deck. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 1. Deck. Paddles up. Ready. Forward 2 hard.
That was funny. They had to tip us because we knocked them out. They didn't have to battle.
Paddlers ready? Let's back it up 2. Back. Back it up 2. Back. Back it up 2.
Okay.
Forward 1. Cool. That's the broken nose rapid. It was a little weird because it came in contact with that other boat.
I mean, we could have given them a broken nose.
Ready, forward 2. Exactly. There's all kinds of ways to get a broken nose. Mostly kayaks. Upside down kayaks. Ready, forward 2. This is called slice and dice. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Brace yourself for the angle. Forward 2. Big pull. Forward 2. Big pull. We get it. Forward 2. Big pull. Pull. All right, take a break. So there's kind of a flat eddy there to get back to that hydraulic for a hydraulic surf. So I was giving you a chance. We had a lot of momentum to burn. We couldn't pull it. I'd only do that a few times a year. So don't worry about it. Coming up for more hydraulics, going to second helping and the washing machine. Paddlers ready? We're going to use hit the deck soon. Ready, forward 3. Each one strong. Forward 2. Forward 2. Hit the deck. Paddlers ready. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Hit the deck. Lean right. Hold it right. Good work. Everyone up. Paddlers ready. We're a little out of control. Paddlers ready. Ready.
Back on track.
Bump. Physical hydraulics there. Second helping and the washing machine. Broken nose, slice and dice, second helping, the washing machine.
He took on a little water.
Forward 1. Like I was saying, the second half here, the middle section is really consistent, offering good big named rapids back to back. We're still in the first mile of the middle section, 5-mile trip. Go forward 1. Oh, those both look good, thank you. So this is moon shoe. Look at the big rocks, interesting shapes. Maybe a dog howling at the moon over here to our left beside Catherine, or a pig with sideburns, right?
Yeah, I see the pig.
So coming up off the bow, let's head over to the elephant rock. Let's go forward 1. Look over the bow, you can see the elephant rock.
Yeah.
Forward 1. We're getting real close to the trunk. That's our goal. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 2. Now look to your right is Sweet Cheeks, an elephant butt rock. Look at that. Forward 1. Forward 1. You see the dimples on them cheeks and all? Woo! Forward 1. Okay. Ready, forward 2. Forward 2. good momentum going upstream. Thanks for working for that.
Is that like a landmark?
No, maybe just someone was tired of carrying it. And so they said, we'll pick this up. So imagine Outland Expeditions or somebody was up there at the Whitewater Center and they lost some paddles, but they found one of ours. Then later on, they found one of theirs. So we don't need theirs anymore. We'll leave it here where we found our paddle. So if we had something extra, we'd leave it behind. Yeah. It's nice. Just like the ones you guys rented. Someone rented this and they're having a really boring time. Like the guys I sold the shoes back to. There was one guy in that boat still didn't have a paddle. So for like the second half of the upper, he didn't have his paddle. So he just riding the boat. Yeah. So you'd probably be interested in having one of these, you know? $10 maybe?
Does he split, you know, pay a couple dollars off for everyone?
Huh?
That guy got to pay for everyone?
Oh, right? Yeah. He's gonna pay everybody, he's gonna give everyone else a tip for paddling him down the river.
Exactly.
It's all them all doing the work.
Sometimes you find treasure in the river. Like I said, it's dam controlled, so they turn the water off on a regular schedule, and the water levels come down pretty low. So sometimes like cameras fall off, you know, whenever like boats flip and stuff like that. And so you never really know, but if you go hiking at the upper when the dam's off, you know, sometimes you'd be like, a shiny rock. No, it's a camera, you know?
Still there? Still there?
Yeah, you're good. You got yours, man. You're all good. So the next hydraulic is known as double suck. It's on the map. It's one of the named rapids. It can be drop surface. So it's like the lab where we hit the deck and lean into it. The washing machine. We didn't get a whole lot at the washing machine, but Blake had an experience. The force of the river grabbed your paddle, right?
Yep.
And so where we were, and it hit the deck and lean to the right position. Blake's on the left. When you hit the deck, your T-grip goes to the floor. I think your T-grip wasn't all the way to the floor, and so that side of the boat, all that water reached up and grabbed his paddle, and it flipped it up, but he held on to it. You know, some people would let go. He was like, no, I like this thing, you know?
Good job, Blake.
But yeah, that surf can, from the angle we dropped in at, I then worked to get the bow in, and so that hydraulic becomes a wave surf. So there's a wave form because it's steep. Instead of just being a boil in a hydraulic, it's a wave form in a hydraulic. Similar to the next one, double suck, which is a wave form hydraulic.
What is this?
Pass it back to me. Pass it back. Oh, ready? Let's go forward 3. Forward 2. There was an extra paddle over there. What? There was a paddle over there. So I was like, let's get that. Not for real. Hey, am I lying?
We got an extra paddle for sale.
It's for sale. Forward 2.
It's on sale.
I'll give you room, but I got wild wire coming down.
Okay, cool.
I have it half 3.
Forward 2.
Subway's in the stuff. I wish you could learn spacing coming out of boot shoot. This would be a lot easier.
Right. What are you gonna do here?
I'm going to jump up here while I'm on off.
Okay. So we're gonna hug it tight on the line and try to push through. Forward 1. If we can catch the surf, we will, but I see traffic. Forward 1. 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 One more. One more. One more.
Oh my goodness, that went completely beat.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
As long as you stay in the boat.
Back it up one, back. Back it up one. Raise it down with a little tap. Okay, back to paddling. Ready?
Ready.
Over three. Alright, we're set up good here in the chopping broccoli, our next rapid. The chopping broccoli, yeah. You know, you gotta hit it hard.
Blake, you gotta eat vegetables.
You'll know what I'm talking about, Blake, when you're older and eat real food.
I mean, I ate salmon.
Hey, salmon's real. He's a meat eater. Ready, team, for chopping broccoli. Forward two. We got three in water. Very strong here. Forward one. Ready, forward two. Here's our big wave of chopping broccoli, keeping us on the rock. Forward one. Yes. Hey, another paddle. Come on now. Let's go forward two. Forward two. We're gonna make a fortune on this trip.
Where?
Forward two.
Right ahead.
Oh, I see it.
Forward
Michael.
Just paddle, Blake.
Forward two. Catch it.
Who's gonna get it? Michael.
Out here.
Good. Forward one.
We passed it.
Here, back it up one. Back it up one. We're gonna leave it be.
Okay. You win this time.
It was going somewhere that we probably would have gotten stuck on a rock. So I just didn't change it to a moment. Now it's behind us. It's in the flow, so you can come with us. We're gonna take our pictures at this next rapid. Hey Blake, can you do a great face on us? Crawl up to the front, ride your knees on the front, put your chest up high over the front. Okay, pass the paddle back. Go crawl up to the front, get on your knees, chest up high over the front. Paddle's ready, everyone else. Forward one. Ready, forward one. Ready, forward one.
Chest up, Blake. Chest up.
The cameraman's to our right.
To your right, Blake.
Ready, forward two. Forward one.
Way to go, way to go.
Good job, dude. That's gonna look great. Pictures, you see that guy taking pictures? Good job, dude.
That was cool.
We need that in slow-mo.
They take so many pictures if we had good boat spacing with no other boats around us. So this camera can take like 18 photos a second.
Nice.
So if he's holding the trigger, you'll get a bunch of photos. And it's like a slow-mo. It's like slow-mo when you scan through them. So oftentimes they'll kind of throttle the camera and focus the lens so they're getting multiple good focus. We're gonna edit here. Ready, forward two. Good, forward two. Big left. Ready, forward one. And forward one. Cool. Chilling here for a second. Let's do it 900. Let's go forward two. Upgrade this eddy line. Good, forward one. Alright, ready, split command. Left side back, right side forward. Go, go, we're almost there. Keep going, go, go. Take it again, keep going. Now we're on it, go. Hey, there's that paddle.
Ah!
Ready?
Where?
Okay, back it
Oh,
up three,
get it.
back three, back. 1, 2, 3. 3 more, we're gonna catch it. 1.
Yes. Got it.
Yeah!
I knew it was gonna make it through. It was in the line. You know, like if an object's
That's like
not gonna
Now we
make it.
get
into
that's
the
like what, $45?
I know, right? If I get paid for those shoes later, and if we ever see someone again who wants these,
So we're going to dinner after. You're paying with all that money.
yeah, Twisted Tomato. Yeah, Twisted Tomato pizza place. Yeah, that's where we should go. Ready, forward one. Coming up next is left, right, left rapid. Forward 1.
Do we have to actually go left, right, left, right?
We're here on the left shore to start out. There's natural spring water pouring out of these rocks here. Forward 1. You can see that spring water. Forward 1.
Oh yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah. Forward 1. There's a lot of natural springs in this national forest area. Waterfalls, hiking. Is it back?
Is it a ride?
It is recording now.
Cool.
So earlier.
Check out the view to our right. Look at this mountain burned in 2012. A forest fire burned all the way over the mountain. And so the trees have regrown now.
So there's
It used to look like that mountain. Now it looks like that.
enough dirt there and
Yeah, it looked scary when it first happened. It was like, oh no, everything's going to slide. You know, like it's going to be a rock slide because all the trees are dead.
Okay. Yeah, you look at that.
Still having camera things?
No, we're good. We're good.
Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1.
have we passed Ocoee yet?
No. That's towards the very end of the trip.
Me and my family are excited for a power
Here, back it up too, back. Back it up too. Like, if we make it there as safely as we made it through all the other rapids, I'll let you ride the front like you did before for Powerhouse and Hellhole. Ready, forward 2. But now that you've done a big wave like that, you would know to like hold your breath and maybe turn your head down a little bit, so that way the water doesn't hit you in the nose. You know, let it hit you in the top of the head, and then as soon as you feel the sunlight, you push your head back up and, you know, look for the next waves.
This kid can hold his breath like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I bet. Ready, forward 2? That's one of the funnest things to do as a kid. Hold your breath.
Well, it's from
Forward 2?
swimming.
Yeah. I grew up with a pool. Me and my brother would hold ourselves underwater on the ladder, you know?
I've held my breath while swimming for 50 meters.
You do a 50 meter, no breather.
Wow.
And that's like, I couldn't, it's like, and it was like, where's his lungs? I don't
Yeah,
see
they
it.
say you're not supposed to do that, but there's a lot of people that can't.
Yeah, the pools.
Like David Blaine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He said that he's practiced that since he was a kid, and he can now do like 26 minutes without taking a breath. And there's a lot of people who can do the deepest dives, and so they hold a breath and they swim in deep water, and as they go deeper, the pressure on their body somehow makes it so that they don't need as much air.
Yep.
And so they're holding their breath for like 20 to 30 minutes to go to the deepest dives, and then on their way up they have to release the air slowly, because if they let it all out at once it would kill them. And so it's like a long lifetime of practicing holding your breath. So if you're up to like 3 or 4 minutes or to swim a 50 meter, look into it, you know, look into what you're doing and see where you want to go with it. Because there's probably some skill set there.
Well, he does it so because you take a breath and swim and you lose a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
So that's why they do it. They
On
practice.
the competitive edge.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with a lot of them diving and stuff. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Look, there's barely any soil. These trees are tiny. These trees are old, but they're tiny. So they've always been here, always looking like this. Like bonsai technique. So this is natural bonsai technique. There's minerals and nutrients in the water, and so yeah, they're getting the nutrients, and the roots just grow bark and become like tree bark wrapped around rocks. So you barely see any roots, but like that tree is probably 60 years old. You know how thick the stalk is to have no soil, but it's always looked like this my whole life, always the same. Forward 1. So if boats get stuck in this area, probably a boat stuck in this area, we're going to do our best to hold our line, which is taking our strokes in time, and God bless, I hope none of our boats mess us up. Forward 2, full power. Forward 2, full power. Forward 2, full power. Carnage on the middle! Carnage, 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 carnage! Back it up 2. Back it up 2. Again, a little bit more of that forest fire damage up there. Fun trip. Fun to thread the needle, man. Everybody else close the picture. Yep. That's what we do, bro. That's why we drive these boats. That's why we get those paychecks. And God bless, that's why we get those white envelopes at the end of the day. Yeah.
These two are still stuck on that rock.
This would be the funnest job. This would be the funnest.
Sweet jump. Forward 1. And forward 1. So we're dodging an island right now, mostly underwater. There's an island down the center of the river. We're going to the left of it. Forward 2. Yeah, and Jose, as far as like your risk-taking abilities and stuff you wanted to kind of push the limits, you feeling cool about the trip? Like, am I exciting you, you know? You're like, don't let me threaten everybody. But I'm like, have I threatened everyone?
Get into it.
The lab surf was good on your side, you know, because we mostly stayed on that side with the water pouring in, so intense view there, you know? Forward 1. So we're here just adjacent to this island of rocks on our right side, with some big rocks off the shore on the left, and a lot of bedrock, real wide and shallow in this area.
All of the names of these little parts of the rapids remind me of names of islands from Sea of Thieves.
What about this? This is called the Three Witches. Is that something? That little island right there with the Three Witches. You see how there are 3 different islands? Sometimes in the morning you'll see mice on the rocks. You know, like they were out in the river having a night.
Fun.
And then the river comes on, and then you see the mice or lizards.
That
you
really
know?
reminds me of
Like, uh-oh,
Sea of
the water went up.
Because there's like, I can't remember most of them because I've been away from that stuff for a while.
But a forward
But
blood.
like,
Sea of Thieves. And this is like one of the video games.
Yeah.
it's a pirate video game where it's very unforgiving.
Yeah.
And like you have to do everything yourself. It doesn't guide the ship for you. You have to mark out everything.
Yeah.
And there's like,
So this very similar. We actually do Pirate Day. We respect pirates so much.
wait, I have a great
We all
name
dress
for
up as pirates on one day a year.
Yeah.
So many old guys. So Pirate Day's already passed. But man, it's a lot of fun to just be a pirate for a day and be on a boat. You know, and people meet you. They've never met you before, but they meet you as a pirate. You know, meet me as a pirate. So that's kind of fun. It's in July.
I have a really good name for like really hard, like
Good rapid name? Yeah.
Waters of the Dam.
Waters of the Dam. I know. I can find a place that's unnamed, and I'll use that one day. You know, I'll tell people. Let's go. Ready? Forward 2. Forward 2. Yeah, I'll use that on some of these rivers. They don't name all the rapids. That's what I'll tell them it is. Forward 2. Forward 2. This is called the table saw. Forward 2. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. Forward 1. It's a complete jump. go forward 2. Ready, team? Forward 2. So I was contemplating going back up to Nyman Splitter in the eddy right there. It's kind of a lot of work. And I'm pretty y'all have done everything I've asked. So sometimes I'm going for 20 strokes when I say forward 2. I'm going to say that 10 times, you know, and y'all are doing it. And that was one of those places where I could have been like, forward 2 more, 2 more. And we would actually serve an awesome class 4 serve. But it's a lot of work. So y'all got a good video so far. Things are going good. I don't want to break you. Forward 1. Forward 1. Trade places.
You ready? Now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Blake, go.
This rapid is a really good inner tubing rapid. So there's not a lot of consequence here.
Nice and forward, wait. I'll go back side.
This was fun in the inner tube. See? We're just tubing. We're just tubing. Not even steering it now. We're just tubing. Ready, team? Let's go forward.
Ready?
2, forward. Anika! I'm back! I'm back! That photo was from Clear Creek in Colorado last week. I was fishing. Thank you. You're so pretty.
Is this going to be how it is for the rest of the thing?
No, there are plenty of good
awkward.
rapids. Good rapids ahead. This is good practice for you, though. All right, so lead up with, follow with Mike up front, and let's go forward 2. Here we go.
Hold on to me, okay?
No, it's the same, Blake. Wedge your foot.
Yeah, there.
Your shin,
You gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself.
You're good. I'm doing it. No different up front.
Just keep your balance. That's it.
Ready, forward 1. Ready, forward 1. This rapid's called Dixie Drive. There's a surf here in Dixie Drive. I think that, you know, Blake, if he could ride a surf in the front row with Pops, that'd be pretty cool, you know? So we're gonna try to be strong paddlers together, and we're gonna push the boat into a challenging to get surf. The surf itself, less risky than some of the other surfs we've done. But to get it, it's called Mission Impossible Surf Hole. And so it's challenging. The approach is unlike any other surf we've gone into. So we'll approach an eddy, and instead of eddying out and paddling upstream to catch the eddy, we will drift out of the eddy. So we'll catch the eddy and the boat will drift backwards. When it goes to a certain position, I'll call the forward strokes. The wave will be off the left side of the boat. And so we'll be paddling out to the wave. It'll be just over Mike's shoulder. You know, you'll see it over there. And yeah, y'all just do our strokes and we'll dig into it. So here we are at Dixie Drive. The river's pretty narrow here, as you see. It's also very deep. And so this used to be called Swimmer's Rapid. Back in the 70s and 80s, they let the whole boat abandon ship and swim through here because the waveforms are deep and there's not a lot of rocks. Let's go forward 2. So just off the bow of the boat downstream, there's some trees, bonsai trees growing out of that rock. That's our rock that creates the eddy. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2. Perfect. Looks good. Little bump. So now we just drift out. You're all ready for forwards? Ready? Forward 3. 2. Hit the deck. Lean right.
Lean right, lean right.
Good play?
Go hop up, dude. Hop up.
That was really good.
The Mission Impossible. Well played.
Got it. I'm Tom Cruise.
Ready for 2.
His brother Michael Cruz.
That's right.
If you're Tom Cruise, then Blake is your walkie-talkie earpiece. Forward 2. Oh wow, that was great though. We were like, the lean right is something that I learned over time with Mission Impossible. In that, like, when you get in the Mission Impossible, it's oftentimes like a 1 to 5 second surf. It gets in, it sinks down, it surfs, and it kicks. It kicks hard out the right. But if you can feel the kick before it kicks and coach the lean right, and y'all did a good one, not so subtle, you might kind of popped over a little bit, and that helped to drive that right tube down, engage the edge, and steer it back to the left instead of letting it pop out right. And then from there, it was going neck deep on Blake.
I know. Oh, I saw that. I asked him about halfway. I said, "You good?" Nope.
He's seen it. He's seen it so many times now. He's seen you guys surfing deep, so he knew you can survive these things with a raft.
It was quite refreshing, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
He's breathing.
Yeah. Ready, team? Let's go forward 3. Forward 2. Okay, we're right on schedule.
There we are.
Actually, you and I, we're doing good. It's 1:35 now. He told us to be at the takeout at 1:30 today because of the busy schedule. I think that's just trying to motivate the team to get there by 2 by saying let's do 30 minutes early so that way maybe we can actually make it by 2. Yeah, Mario Party on the next one. I think I'm not on.
I'm down for that.
We're gonna crash! Back it up one, back. Cool. Ready, forward 2.
Oh yeah, I gotta wipe my foot.
Forward 2. This is the slingshot rapid, forward 2. We'll feel a high speed of paddle power here. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2. Forward 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're going fast.
Forward 2. Good speed, right?
Yeah.
Forward 2. Oh my gosh, we're going sideways!
On purpose.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Good
Yeah,
speed,
I
though.
see why the name's Slingshot. You gotta
Yeah, we're getting into that like 10 mile per hour with the paddle power there. It's the depth there is one of the deepest rapids on this river that has flow, you know, so there's no obstruction, so the flow just gets faster and faster through the slingshot. So every paddle stroke gives you more opportunity to get fast. So extremes, we're gonna go extreme or we're already there?
What's extreme?
Extreme would be like having someone ride on the bow of the boat with their feet hanging off the front.
Everyone's looking at Blake.
Yeah, Rick, show us how it's done.
Oh, heck no.
Look, we'll keep you super safe and it'll
Yeah.
look really good.
Actually,
Catherine, come on.
I'm scared of water.
Come on. Catherine, do it.
Switch.
There's a long red strap off the bow. This is a big seat. Cool.
I don't have to paddle. I just
You get to go along for the ride like a princess, so just go on up there.
Yeah, you can do it, and we're gonna do this in a rapid that makes it look cool.
Come on,
and we're not
come on,
gonna
come on.
challenge you too hard, okay?
Do the princess wave and
First,
everything.
find
That's right, the princess one.
Find the long rope
Yeah,
first,
but let's see the
Catherine.
princess one.
Find the long rope, Catherine.
The long rope.
Find the long rope.
Right off the bow.
Ready, team. Everyone else ready?
Ready? You got the rope?
Forward 2.
Come on. Yeah, she got it.
Okay, now just scoot your hips forward. Scoot forward. Don't fall back like that. Good. You're sitting on top of the boat. Scoot a little bit farther forward and hold on to that rope tight. So that way you're not leaning back too hard. Everyone else paddle ready. Forward 2. We're gonna make this look real good, Karen, for you, okay? Or Catherine, sorry.
Rodeo.
Forward 1, forward. Forward 1, forward. Forward 1. Forward 1. Ready. Forward 2. Forward 2. Ready. Forward 2. Forward 2. Looking real good. Forward 2.
Paddle blade, paddle blade.
Forward 1. Woo! Yeah.
Good job.
All right, Catherine, welcome back.
Good job, Catherine.
Oh, careful, yeah.
Good job, babe. You should see the look on the other people's raft, the other raft, when they saw where she was sitting there with this girl. It's like,
It's all good and ready?
Yeah.
The green, one of those other boats I saw, all their faces were like, why? Ready, forward 2. Because Catherine is brave. Catherine fears no river. Forward 2.
like do like this.
Cool. There's a black and orange raft up there. Look at that small raft. That's a class 5 capable one-man raft.
Why is it like?
Because sometimes the river, you know, in class 5s you may have hydraulics where the water drops in 12 to 20 feet, you know, so the boil going in, you know, if that little boat by yourself, you could make the jump without following the water all the way into the scene, you know? And so it's designed to catch the lips of the boil and the tongue going in. So, yeah.
It gets more liquid.
Yeah. Keeps it on top of the water.
Yeah.
Do we have time to switch, or is it?
You want to?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
Blake.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
Yes.
give somebody else another chance.
Okay.
I'll
yeah.
switch if somebody, you
Who's
want to sit
gonna
up
do it?
here or Blake? I'm good.
Catherine and Melanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want you ladies?
Girl power?
Look what I just did, okay?
Yeah, she
Girl
can do it.
power?
I get
How
a
about
pass.
Jose and Melanie?
Jose and
For Jose?
Sure, why not?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's switch them. Okay. I'll get the back.
Just sit in the middle. Blake, hold on, Melanie, gotta get to the front.
you good?
Oh, my paddle.
Watch out, Jose. Get up.
Okay.
Got it.
Yep. Let's go.
So for this, you guys put on the sides feet?
Just like that.
My friends in the front,
Yeah.
welcome to Hell's Hole.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Premium kayak surfing. Kayaks are hanging out under the bridge. Ready, forward 2.
Jose, wake up! Wake up!
Great time to switch out.
Yeah. Ready, forward 2. So we're gonna hit the best part of this wave. It's their first wave in the front seat. If we look at the bridge, there's a light pole by the lady in the blue shirt. I'm gonna line the boat up directly with that light pole, and I'm gonna send us all through the wave. Forward 1. Forward 1. Good. One more. Right dip. Woo. Good one. Ready. Forward 2. Forward 2. We're on a good path. Forward 2.
Even if it's on the ledge.
Oh, okay. And forward 2.
Even if you hit the air.
Yeah.
So let's call that good. That looks really good up front. You like the waves?
Yeah.
Paddle high five.
Scary, but
My blades, my friends. All get your paddles. We got extra paddles. We have all of our shoes. We had extra shoes at one point.
There's only
Brought
one.
extra batteries. Is your camera still rolling?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Can we stop pedaling with the feet since we got extra paddles?
Maybe some shenanigans for the camera. Jose, will you fall out?
Do it, Jose.
Yeah.
You want me to push him?
Like stand up and fall over like a tree.
Oh no!
Look at that. Look, he's filming. He's filming.
Ready?
That's gonna be such a blooper reel.
Again.
Let me fall out.
Again.
Oh.
Good job, Jose.
Good one.
Turn her up.
You got one for the blooper reel.
The real stuff. We got the real stuff on blooper. Who's pulling? Well, yo, we're leaving you there. Bye.
That was good. I flipped twice.
Pull him in or? Pull him in or?
Yeah, we should pull him in.
Are you sure? I mean,
Bye.
it looks like he's enjoying himself.
Like, tease him with your
Turn her up. Watch out with the rocks. Ven para acá.
Okay, everybody paddles ready. Back it up one. Back it up. Back it up one. Back it up. Keep filming him as we leave him. Back it up. Back it up.
Bye.
I never felt so alone. Okay, over here to our right is the beaver shark cave. We're gonna sacrifice Jose to the beaver shark cave.
Yeah. Thank
A
you.
beaver and a shark combined. Very ferocious. It'll
Thank
chew
you,
your legs
Jose.
off in a second.
We will always be grateful.
Jose, this way. Feet this way.
Accept him.
Your feet this way.
There's a dolphin in the water.
Swim this way. Swim to us.
Come to us.
Swim to us. You're almost too slow water on the side. You don't even want that.
You ready?
Push down on the ropes there. Jose, push down on the ropes. There you go, dudes.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good. Paddle with me here. Let's go forward 3.
You want to get back in front? Sure. Sorry.
Oh, looks like good.
Woo!
Wait, which one's next? Because it looks like something's coming up.
Guys, I hate to tell everybody this. This is the takeout coming up next at Caney Creek. Our bus driver's here. Did y'all ride the bus with the music on the way down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get on back on Jim's bus, obviously. Jim's rocking out. The bus ride's about 10 minutes longer than the ride down because we got 10 more miles to go on the highway. You can see a lot of the river if you ride on the bus side with the door. So looking down on the river, you might see boats caught on rocks, kayaks doing stunts, rafts flipping over. You know, you get some good scenery on the side of the bus with the door. It's been a great trip. I wish I could keep calling strokes for y'all. You can obviously handle 20 miles. You know, if y'all still have energy to paddle right now, then you'd be great to paddle a 20-mile riverbed. You know.
We've done long hikes, but not long
Yeah.
rivers.
So yeah, our river is limited to 10 miles for whitewater because of the dams. Without the dams, there'd be more whitewater. On rivers like the Gauley River in West Virginia and the New River in West Virginia, you can do longer trips. You can even do overnighters, where there'll be certain rafts will be full of camping gear and food and coolers and supplies, and you'll all meet at these big beaches and camp and eat breakfast and dinner on the trip, which is cool. The West Virginia Gauley River, 26 miles, or a half day 13 mile. So their half day is longer than this whole trip. So with that one, it's releasing from like September 11th to October 17th. So the Gauley River coming up soon. Like next weekend it starts, it's only 30 days a year, 130 rapids. It's like, if you do the full 26 miles, it's like 14 class 5s and like 130 class 4s, which is ridiculous. Yeah, the half day 13 miler, do the upper section. It's got 5 big class 5s it's more ran and more navigable than the lower section, which has like 3 or 4 of the class 5s up there, or I forget how many, but it's a long, long river. Ready, team? Let's go forward 2. Cool. And we're in Duquesne Creek. Our safe location.
Now we gotta go through those little tubes, right?
Yeah. Now we belly crawl through that. And there's a picnic table with desserts. And there is a picnic table on the other side of that culvert up on Caney Creek. Cute place to do a picnic. Thanks, y'all. So efficient with the boat here. Let's take it to our right. All the way to our right. We're gonna go to the edge of the grass.
Oh, I thought the kid was there. So I didn't want to like step back.
Let's relax, eh?
Good job.
Can you believe we did it?
I know.
That was good for him, man. That was really great. Yeah, good idea, Blake. Good idea, Lamar. Where did you find it?
I found the river. He just wanted to do it.
Yeah, I wanted to go rafting. Gotcha.
And I wanted to fly to Atlanta. So drive there.
Okay. Cool. Rent a car?
Yeah.
That kind of deal? You could rent luxury for driving a short drive, eh? You probably may, I don't know, but... No, it's like,
Oh, really good.
it's like a 2-hour...